here to the Feijenoord Stadion in Rotterdam. It's Group D. It's Denmark against the co-hosts, the Netherlands. So after the game earlier between France and Czech Republic, as I finished goalless, the Netherlands know a win here and they are through. There's Peter Schmeichel. And there's Frank de Boer. So it's Denmark who get us underway. So there's Nielsen. There's Heinzer. Intercepted by Feijenoord. There's Heinzer. Jorgensen. Is Davids. Kluivert to Feijenoord. Kluivert's continued his run. Here's Reiziger to Ronald de Boer. And that's going to be a corner to the Netherlands. Overmars to take this corner. And it's all headed away. Frank de Boer to take the corner. Oh, and it's good header and good defending in the end. There's Tofty to Nielsen. There's Reiziger to Ronald de Boer. There's Davids. Finds Koku. Feijenoord finds Overmars, and Helveg stops Overmars from going any further. There's Van Bronckhorst, finds Heinzer. And that's clipped in, and there's the header. Saved that by Schmeichel. There's Helveg. And Ronald de Boer ran in there to pinch that. I don't know what Helveg was thinking there, but got away with it. Goal kick to Denmark. Here's Schomburg. So Helveg finds Tofting. And Feijenoord steps in there. Gronkia. And that's going to be a throw into Denmark. There's Helveg. Oh, and Helveg's managed to get free. Van Bronckhorst, the new Rangers man. There's Stam. Gronkia. Tofting. Alan Nielsen. Tofting. And that's cleared away. There's Kluivert. Finds Davids. Alan Nielsen. Henriksen. To Heinzer. There's Tofting. To Gronkia. There's Overmars. Gronkia now for Denmark. Alan Nielsen to Tofting. Back to Alan Nielsen. Out to Jorgensen. He floats one in and Thomason was offside. There's Van der Sar. Plays it short to Stam. Out to Reiziger. Out to Frank de Boer. Into Davids. Here's Alan Nielsen. Finds Jorgensen. Jorgensen is away. Here's Heinzer. Floated in, headed away. Let's head it back. And Gronkia Just couldn't get the control on his shot there. And he snapped at it. Goal kick. Here's Frank de Boer. Finds Jaap Stam. To Giovanni van Bronckhorst. To Philip Cocu. There's Alan Nielsen. Henriksen has to get rid and does. Davids now collects in midfield. Finds Kluivert. And now here's Heinze. Finds Thomason. Jorgensen. Finds Henriksen. That's one in the here is Heinze. Finds Henriksen. Now Van Hooijdonk now pinches it. And what can Van Hooijdonk do? Still Van Hooijdonk waiting for people to get in the box as Kluivert, and it comes to Cocu. Philip Cocu. Bit of fortune about that. Kluivert's shot was blocked, but it ricocheted straight to Cocu. Unchallenged, unmarked, good finish past the Great Dane. It's Denmark 0, Netherlands 1. There's Henriksen. Are we going to see a response from Denmark? There's Kluivert, finds Cocu into Overmars, up to Van Hooijdonk. Overmars. That's going to be a free kick to the Netherlands. Cocu. Oh, Overmars' effort. That went far. And the Netherlands, they look like they mean business here at Euro 2000s. Says Cocu into Van Hooijdonk. Still Van Hooijdonk. Still Van Hooijdonk. Straight at Schmeichel. Here's Kluivert. Back to Davids. Finds Reisiger. Into Frank de Boer. Davids. Finds Overmars. There's Stam. Cocu. Schionberg to Thomason. There's Van Hooijdonk. Still Van Hooijdonk. He's got Schionberg with him. And Van Hooijdonk. Oh, and it's again taking a deflection, and Schmeichel will gather that. Here is Alan Nielsen to Jorgensen. Heinze. Switches it wide to Gronkia. Still Gronkia. Oh, and that was drilled in and it hit Helveg. There's Davids. Chip long, and Ronald de Boer will give chase. And it's come out, and that's going to be a corner to the Netherlands. Overmars with this corner. Ooh. That could have gone anywhere, but luckily it dropped to the big hands of Peter Schmeichel. Here's Sand. And that's going to be a free kick to Denmark. Alan Nielsen over the bar. Goal kick as we're approaching half time in this Group D Matchday 2. Here's Reisiger. Ronald de Boer finds Koku. Still Koku. Still Koku. Straight to Schmeichel. 2 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. Here's Van Hooijdonk. Henriksen finds Heinze. Back to Henriksen. Into Toftin. Here's Alan Nielsen. Finds Heinze. Jorgensen into Thomason. The Netherlands clear the lines, and that's it. That's half time. Denmark 0, Netherlands 1. So just look at the attempts that the Netherlands have had. And it is only 1-0. Partly, you could say, thanks to the great Dane himself, Peter Schmeichel. So let's head back to Rotterdam. See if Denmark can mount a fight back, or will the Netherlands go on? And they will qualify purely because of what happened in the other game earlier. So it's Denmark 0, Netherlands 1. So welcome back here to Rotterdam. Netherlands are 45 minutes away from qualifying, and that's only because France drew 0-0 earlier on. With the Czech Republic. Here's Koku. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Into Van Hooijdonk. Saved that by Schmeichel. Here's Heinze. Schionberg. That's it, Helveg. Toftin. To Kroenke. Into Sands. And here's Sands. Still Sands. Oh, that's a save by Van der Sar. Thrown to Denmark. Here's Heinze. Scoops away. And Reisiger wins that. Plays it back to Van der Sar. He pumps it forwards. Koku. His ball finds Kluivert. Up to Van Hooijdonk. Kluivert continued his run through the middle. And here's Overmars. And Helveg won that. It says Kroenke. But Overmars has won it back now for the Netherlands. Into the penalty area. Comes back to Overmars. And again, Kluivert went for the diving header. And it didn't come off. There's Alan Nielsen. Finds Tofting. To Kroenke. Finds Helveg. Still Helveg. It's cleared away. Here is Helveg. Throwing to Denmark as they're pushing for this equaliser. There's Tofting headed away. Koku now as the Netherlands look to counter. As here's Van Hooijdonk. Van Hooijdonk drives it. And Schmeichel with a save. Heinze now. This game's starting to become a bit end-to-end. There's Jorgensen. Finds Alan Nielsen. Jorgensen. Finds Alan Nielsen. Back to Jorgensen. Here's Tofting. Up to Alan Nielsen, and Davids gets in the way. That's going to be a free kick to Denmark. Here's Henriksen. Still Henriksen. Ronald de Boer. He gets it clear. Kluivert was giving chase, but the Danes have it back. It says Schönberg. Henriksen. Still Henriksen. Into Tofting. Finds Alan Nielsen. Out to Jorgensen. Tofting. That's cut out. There's Overmars. Finds Davids. Stam. Here's Koku. Finds Reisegat. There's Ronald de Boer. Space to run into. It's a lovely ball across and it's nodded away. Davids picks it up, finds Koku! And Philip Koku with his second of the game. And his second of the tournament. Philip Koku. Lovely finish. Davids just found him. And then Koku placed it past Schmeichel. It's Denmark 0, Netherlands 2. And the Netherlands are definitely booking their place into the quarterfinals. Here's Gronkia. Finds Schönberg. Henriksen. Here's Kluivert. Still Kluivert. And again a needless corner given away. Molnar comes on for Denmark. Overmars to take this corner for the Netherlands. And it comes and it's headed away. Davids puts it back in. And it's hoofed away. Here's Ronald de Boer. Into Davids. Finds Reisegat. And that'll be another corner to the Netherlands. Overmars to take this corner. Overmars. Oh, off the post. And the rebound comes back. Kluivert is 3-0. Kluivert with his first of the tournament. There was the initial header. I thought actually it hit the post. It didn't. It hit the Danish defender on the post. And it come back to Kluivert, who slotted it home. It's Denmark 0, Netherlands 3. And Denmark now just look jaded, don't they? They was well in this game. Here's Davids. Out to Reisegat. Back to Frank de Boer. Wants to go long, but it's headed away. Here's Molnar. And now here's Thomason. Alan Nielsen. To Tofting. Sand was offsides. Van Bronckhorst. Here's Frank de Boer. Stam. Koku picks up. He's on a hat trick. And it's Overmars. Gronkia wins it. Davids then just wins that off Molnar. Van Hooijdonk then picks up the loose ball. There's Ronald de Boer. Still Ronald de Boer. Jorgensen. Plays that back to Schmeichel. There's Kluivert. Good challenge by Tofting. There's Jorgensen. Finds Heinze. To Jorgensen. Heinze. Schomburg. To Henriksen. To Tofting. Feijenoord. Overmars now picks it up. Good sliding challenge. Says Feijenoord. Koku. The sliding challenge. There's Gronka. Finds Henriksen and Kluivert forward. He pinched it off Henriksen then. Free kicks Denmark. Gronka. And to Allan Nielsen. To Jorgensen. There's Feijenoord. Finds Stam. So friendly ball. 1 minute of added time at the end of this match. It says Koku. Finds Feijenoord. He's got space. Feijenoord hits 4. For his first of the tournament, Pierre Feijenoord. Koku, lovely weighted pass into Feijenoord and past Schmeichel. It's Denmark 0, Netherlands 4. There's Gronka, finds Henriksen, back to Gronka, Tofting. There's Feijenoord. And that's it. It's all over here in Rotterdam. It's finished Denmark 0, Netherlands 4. So finished Denmark 0, Netherlands 4. A dominant display really from the Netherlands. Despite Denmark having more of the ball, but just look at them attempts on goal. So it's Denmark. They are the Netherlands. They are heading into the quarter-finals. It's finished here. Denmark 0, the Netherlands 4.